And I'm live. Hey, if you're just logging in and you're wandering through the internet and you run into this, you can probably fast forward about 5 minutes to get to the actual instruction. This is a live session that I open up a few minutes before class to give everybody a chance to jump in here and get settled in. And it gives me a chance to post it on the website and all that groovy stuff. So please and just fast forward on up until you see things looking like real music is happening. Today we're going to be playing we're going to be doing a study session of Girl from Ipanema. And whoops, it opens at the same page. That's not good. Better go fix that. And this one. That's fine. Let me go fix this Brahms Lullaby problem. We are working the planning for level 4 class on Thursday. And on Thursday, we will be doing the Girl from Ipanema and all of the different possible ways it can be played. And not all of the possible ways, in a handful of ways that it might be played. And then we're going to be doing Brahms Lullaby today, which is a level 3 song and a beautiful piece of music, multiple chords, public domain, actual classical music. The whole thing is just delightful. I look ridiculous in today's thing. I look ridiculous every day. And so we're going to start at 2:31. So that's still 4 minutes away. So feel free to, I don't know, take a drink of whatever you're drinking. And I am going to make sure that I've got the songs that I need ready preloaded. So I've got Girl from Ipanema. Let's move her into the guitar file. And that way she will show up there. And book 3, we're going to be moving on to Brahms. We did Beautiful Dreamer last week, and it was beautiful. Those of you who wander in and out, please know I get it. You're wandering YouTube hoping to find the solution to playing guitar. And there are lots and lots of guys telling you that they're going to make it easy and simple, and you'll be famous, and you'll get to start a rock band, and you will be amazing. None of that's true. None of it. Playing guitar is very hard. Playing guitar will take you a very long time to get good at. There are a handful of people who are just absolutely able to kill it. But for the most part, most of us have to slog our way through this thing. And the style of guitar I teach is called, for lack of a better term, you see it called fingerstyle at a lot of places. Basically, my plan when I'm writing music out is to give you the chords, give you the melody. That way you can play melodically, either using standard notation or using tablature. You can play that line, and then a friend of yours can play the chords if they want. You can play, if you're a singer, I give you the lyrics so that you can strum and sing it. And then I give you a tough axe version, which is the fingerstyle version for the most part. It's not pure, true fingerstyle, but it puts the chords and the melody together at the same time and gives those of us who are never going to be on stage, never really trying to become a rock star, gives us a chance to play really beautiful music on this instrument. And so that's the sheet music that we have available. You go to denverguitarorchestra.com, and on the front page of that, I keep the schedule each week. This week on the front page, we've got we have a short week this week. So this week we're going to study Girl from Ipanema and Brahms Lullaby. Girl from Ipanema is a level 4 song, and level 4 songs you have to email me, and we have to have a conversation about, because they're always under copyright. And so you'll send me a note about Girl from Ipanema. You'd like to learn how to play it. We're going to study it today, and then Thursday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, Then we have a one song concert where we get everybody who has the song together and we just try playing it in different ways. Again, that's all on YouTube, so it's a one directional thing. Nobody has to know what you're up to. Whether you're great or whether you're terrible doesn't matter. Also, today we'll be playing Brahms Lullaby, as I said. Tomorrow is Clementine, and then on Thursday we start level one all over again. That's a much shorter course, so we go through it pretty quickly. Usually it takes us about 2 weeks to get through it, not even quite 2 weeks, and then we start again and again and again and again because we just level one has all of the really really important stuff to get you started, and level two takes quite a bit longer to get through and really play all of the ideas in there. Level three is probably once you've accomplished level three, which is today Brahms Lullaby, you really can play as a fingerstyle guitarist forever. And so level three is probably the important one to survive. And then level four is just the stuff we're working on here to keep us happy and pleasant. And we do that not really on a rotating basis necessarily. I've got about 30 songs in the first book, and then we're up to 3 or 4 songs in the second book on level four. Should probably have a lifetime of songs coming out on level four, because really after that, level five is really about multi-part arrangements, and we'll be doing those as we get back together and get over this crazy time in this world. Level, I like to do some multi-part arrangements where people have all sorts of different parts, and you can play music that's a lot more sophisticated that you can't possibly play on as a soloist. So that's what's going on. Let's see. Elizabeth Brahms and Wapin. I think you say Wapin. I don't remember how you pronounce the J in Portuguese. So it's a good day today. We're going to have a lot of good music. And what I'd like to do, I want to do Brahms second because that's a real song. We're going to end up playing something really beautiful. I want to do our study first on Girl from Ipanema. And that means I need to go back one. And again, if you don't have the sheet music, you got to send me an email, and then I tell you the how it works. Basically, how I'm working it is, you agree to give me $10 in one of different ways. Then I send you the music, and then you have the week to work on it. These guys got the sheet music, I think Saturday, if I remember right, maybe Friday night, and then they have the whole week to get it ready for Thursday night. And on Thursday night, then I sort of lead them through as a conductor, giving them lots of different ways to play the piece of sheet music, and it's been, I think, pretty successful. It's not as good as getting together, but we're not dying from playing guitar, and that's certainly one of those things we want to look toward. Okay, Girl from Ipanema. This is a world classics tune. Everybody around the world, probably maybe not everybody, but a significant number of people have run into this song. And so what I want to do is just go through and talk about what's in it. We'll go through it measure by measure. We'll study it all the way through, and then we may have time to play through at least the melody part today. Well, I guess for some of you it's tonight, and we'll see what we can make out of it. It's a 3-page song. Basically the song is designed to be played top to bottom twice. Okay, so on the first measure, I have it listed as 0005. That's what we're starting with. If you are particularly dexterous, you can hold your G chord there and put your pinky up there. The problem is the next note is a 2. So there's quite a jump there. Some of you may be able to pull it off. I can't, so I just got rid of the upper 2 strings and just went with the lower ones. And I'm going to suggest, hi Kathy, welcome in. I will suggest you think pretty heavily about playing this with your claw. It does sound beautiful with your thumb. But it's you're going to get yourself in a pickle in certain places that you'll have to figure it out. I think both ways, possibly play it claw style the first time through, and then go through and add in quite a bit of strumming. Will sound good the second time. So you get some options. Find your way that makes the most sense. Let's give this a try. The measure 2 is identical almost. Extra syllable in there, an extra syllable of 2. Okay, then let's go to measure 3. You've got a bar on 5, and your middle finger is going to be on 6 of the 3rd string, and you can play this 5th string open. It sounds cool. Go grab a 7 with your pinky probably on the 2nd string. And then here's a big motion you have to make. So you pull this off. And then in the 8th note, you've got to be able to reach down to get 0, 2, 0, 2, 2. So this is this one. Boom. Not terribly brutal to get to, but that's what you got to get to. Lift your ring finger up to get the 0. And then go right back up to that 5 with your either your middle or ring. And then right back down. Okay. Then a regular old A minor 7th. Most of you are used to looking at A minor like this. To turn it into a 7th, we leave the full A minor on, add a pinky on to the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And isn't that beautiful? Where am I? Then measure 5. Open that up and then play a regular A minor. Put your 3 on the 2nd string. And then this is this A flat 7. How often do you get to play A flat 7 and know what it is? Index finger running the 1st measure, and then either use your middle or ring finger to get the 2nd, to get the 2 at measure 6. And then again, very cool. Probably pinky to get your 3s here. And 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, and then a plain old G chord here. Oh, make sure. Oops, I have my ring finger on the wrong string. Put it on the 2nd string. And then just open, 2. That 2 gives you that major 7th sound. That's what the 2 is doing there. And then this is a little bit unusual here. You're going to put your bar on 1, 2 on the bottom string, and 3 on the 3rd string, and to get that A flat 9 sound. That's really a cool sound, by the way. You don't want to hit your 5th string because this is an A and we're playing an A flat there and it'll sound bad. So just hit the bottom 4 strings. So that's the whole idea for the first 8 measures, okay? That's a complete thought. So if I'm studying this piece to get ready for concert on Thursday night, I am studying those 8 measures. I'm just digging through them, making sure I know whatever my first chord is, I know exactly where my chord hand needs to go for this next chord. Because in this level of jazz, this level of top level musicianship, you're going to have the crazy chords, crazy sounds, stuff that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but somehow it works together. And so you're not going to be going from C chord to F chord to G chord. You're going to be going from major 7ths to dominant 7ths to minor 7ths to flat 7ths to, and so you're going to just basically have to be thinking about, I'm with this shape here, and then my next shape is going to be here, and then I got a shape over here, and then I got to take that shape and do this weird shape. And I would be thinking in terms of memorizing it by shape more than I would be thinking about memorizing it in terms of traditional chord arrangements. Okay. And in fact, when I arrange this, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm going to get this shape on. I'm going to see how much horsepower I can get out of that one. Then I'm going to move into this next shape and see what comes out of that one. And so I'm sort of beginning to get rid of the idea of chords altogether, which is ultimately when you're playing advanced jazz, or when you're playing, all jazz is advanced, when you're playing good jazz, and even when you're playing bad jazz, and basically all classical music, you're going to think less about the chord in terms of the traditional shapes, but in terms of what shape do I need to do at this moment in this song to make this work. And so for measure 1 is the best example I can find. The correct chord is really complicated. Okay? But I don't necessarily know if I need all of that there when I can just do. I lose these two sounds. If I'm in a band, the bass player picks up those two sounds anyway. But if I'm playing by myself as a solo player, this is probably enough, and so in order to reduce the overall complexity of what I have to do. All right, so those are your first 8 measures. Let's go on a little bit further. Idea repeats at measure 9, so let's play through just a little bit of that. It's basically all of the same stuff until I think about 13 things start to get different again. So let's do measure 9. Go get the 2. Open it up. 5 again. A couple of 2s. And that bar on 5, ring on, measure, middle finger on the 3rd string, 6th fret, pinky on 7, then jump down to grab this shape that we talked about a minute ago, back up, bum, bum. Okay, measure 13, things are going to look the same but not be the same. Okay, so we've got our A minor shape on, adding the pinky on 3 of the 1st string to get the 7th sound. And then open it up to get a 0, regular minor. Now, but you're going into a triplet feeling here. Oh, we had a triplet feeling up above. Okay, so it's the same. So probably I would do, I'd probably use my pinky to get that last 3 at the bottom of page 1. And the idea here with those triplets is you got to play them a little faster, but just not a lot faster to get the rhythm right. Okay, so it's their quarter note triplets. Where how we count 8th note triplets is 1 monkey, 2 monkey, 3 monkey, 4 monkey, 1 monkey, 2 monkey, 3 monkey, 4 monkey. That's how we count 8th note triplets. With quarter note triplets, we count them as King Kongs. 1 King Kong, 3 King Kong, 1 King Kong, 3 King Kong, 1 King Kong, 3 King Kong. So they're faster than 8th notes, but not as fast as quarter notes. Okay. Measure 14, that's that A flat 7 shows up again. Grab those 3s. And then the G chord with your ring on the 2nd string. We go from a G major 7th, which the melody note is the ah. And then we're just dropping in a chord, the correct chordal sound, that G major 7, at the end of 15 and into 16. We're just fleshing out the rest of the chord there. Measure 17 now is, so that's A section and then another A section. So A, and it's almost identical. I think it might be identical. Now, then let's go on to measure 17. And now, while we don't really get a key change here, we probably feels like we get a key change here, because now all of a sudden it's going to be a whole lot harder to play in the B section here. So at measure 17, we've come into, we're still using this A flat shape, but now we're going to go to the major 7th, and that means we're going to put pinky up on 3. And I just hit this A string again, and it sounds terrible, right? So just being really mindful. You don't want to hit that 5th string. Okay, and let that one ride a little bit. If you're playing in a group, you got to count that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you're playing by yourself, I'd let that go a while. I'd probably let that go longer than I'm supposed to. And then I've got this really cool thing here where I'm going to go 4, 3, 1, 3, 1, and then I got an ugly chord coming up, right? So let's try this. Going to be a little bit of a pinky finger workout with between the 3s and 4s. Okay, let's do measure 18. Go. That's what you're going to do. Probably all pinky through there, probably. You might be able to get your ring and pinky to cooperate, but it's a kind of an ugly stretch from this bar to get your ring finger up there. Try it though. Might work. Okay, either of those are probably possible. I'm probably going to take my pinky and slide it around. Okay, but again, ring finger might work. Okay, measure 19, 4, 3, 4, 4. So smart thing to do here is just grab 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4. Just like the chord shape says up there, measure 19, that D flat 9 chord. Okay, and then just be mindful you're not going to play all these strings because you got a couple strings that are not going to like playing this chord. So just play those 4 strings. Listen how cool that sounds. Okay, and then this finger is going to jump up to 6. So it's sadly. And you might not put the whole chord in there. I mean, I arranged it where you do. Try it. Or either of those are going to be acceptable. And I'm just replacing this 6, the note, second string 6th fret is the same note as first string 1st fret. Okay, and so I think it's going to be easier to get to. Okay, then try to figure out how to play the first string. But again, your pinky's working pretty hard. And then at measure 20, we're just arpeggiating that chord. Okay. And then now you give that sort of an off sound there to lead into the next idea, which is 4, 4, 4, 6. How? Let that ring pretty long. Again, another little bit of a pinky workout here. Can I tell her I? Okay, it's the same exact shapes and motions that you're going to make in 18, but you're just making them up instead of on the 1st fret, you're making them on the 4th fret. And then a quick jump down here at 23 to this shape. I'm sorry. Index on 1, ring on 2. And then I'll add my pinky up here at 4. Could use your middle finger. And then the next measure, measure 24, to be perfectly honest, is kind of a bummer. I'm going to rotate from that crazy E9 here. And I'm going to just put my middle finger up on the 2. Okay. It's a little bit of a weird sounding transition into measure 25, where I'm going to go all the way up to 5 and have my 7. Okay, so now we've taken this shape, moved it to 4, and now we're all the way up to 5. We started on 1, went to 4, and now we're on 5. Interesting how the bar chord on guitar makes this easier. If you're on piano, they are all over the place. All these different keys and chords and stuff, you're all crazy. But on guitar, we're just moving that up the fretboard. Okay, so we'll measure 25, bar on 5, pinky on 7. Same thing with your pinky. And then we're going to jump all the way down to the 1st fret and then add on 2 and 3. And that's, in my mind, that's the toughest moment in the song right there, that F9 with your melody note on 5. Okay. And then you kind of abandon that whole idea. Okay, so 7, 8, bar on 7, pinky on 10. You're going to have to jump. Now you could do these on upper, you could do that 3, you could move everything up onto these higher, these lower pitch strings higher up toward your face. But because there's such a long section of almost open notes and it's really a run, I decided to abandon that chord and come down here. And it's a little bit problematic because you've got to get this. So what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say you got a lot of work to get to this 77710, and then you have to abandon almost immediately to get this diatonic run. I don't think we could have used these lower strings to accomplish the same thing, but I don't think we'd have had this pretty of tonality, and I don't think it would have made the same amount of sense from that run. So that's why I put it that way. And then at measure 30, you got this nice 4 sixes. Okay, and then add the 7. When you go on to the last page, you drop back to 5 and add your pinky at 8. Same thing, hit the chord and then lose it. And then you've got this really challenging chord. Same exact challenging chord we had before, which is bar on 1, middle finger on 2, pinky up here on 5. Okay. So that F9 is, again, it's kind of a bummer based on the fact that the melody is quite a ways away. It's quite a stretch there. And then we go back to the main idea, which is, so we've gone through A, B, A, and here's A again. Let's just play through that until we get to this nasty thing at 38. Probably the dumbest chord I've ever had to put into a piece of music, 10, 11, 9, 10. And I went ahead and gave you a little chart right below that of this A flat 7 sitting on 9. Okay, and it really, you pretty much have to do this chord. I know it sounds terrible, but index finger on 9, middle and ring on 10, pinky on 11 of the 3rd string. Yeah, but for sure don't hit the 5th string now. Okay, or and when she passes, I smile. That's gonna be this weird moment. It doesn't make any sense, right? He's smiling. It's very discordant because it's just not going his way. And then we go back to some normal, easy to get along with melody. And that weird chord there at 38, that's got a Vermont on there on purpose. Girl from Ipanema goes walking, when she passes I smile, but she doesn't see. Okay, so that's what you want to do there. And this is always something that people love, but you got to memorize that stupid thing. There's no way you're going to be able to just think it through when you see that coming up on the sheet music. So when you get there, just have it memorized so that you can then go hit that. Bar on 1 at measure 40. No bar. Bar. No bar. Back to the top. Okay, so again, this is a complex song, and it's probably best. There's a reason why jazz trios exist, right? They write such hard music to play that you need somebody playing melody, somebody playing the chords one way, and somebody playing the chords another way. And then when we are tired of playing this hard music, we'll just let one of them go off on theme and variation, and they can knock that thing out. Let's go through, and we'll just play through from top to bottom real quick, and then we're going to move on to Brahms' Lullaby. Okay, Will you do measure 27 again? Measure 20. Elizabeth is asking for measure 27, and that's that chord that I think is really sort of unpleasant. So you're going to have a bar on one. Leave your fifth string open. I guess you don't necessarily have to. Um, you can just do the whole bar, but I'm just probably going to do the bottom four strings on this. Middle finger on two of the third string, and then pinky's going to go way out on five. Okay, so we're starting on three with ring, and then pinky. That's what you're looking at. It's again, pretty challenging part of the song. Okay, so ring, pinky. And if it's probably when we get to concert on Thursday, I'm probably going to be going. I'm probably going to ditch that chord. I'm not sure necessarily that it's giving me everything I want it to give me there. Because if I'm at measure 26, listen what happens if I just get rid of it. It's fine, right? Yeah, I lose the chord, but I make my playability go way up, way fast. So just be aware if you get to that chord and you can get the three, that's also fine too. Just to slide that up and then give it some vibrato like you meant to lose the chord because you had a way better idea. All right, let's play through it one time. Let's not worry about rhythm or any of that. Let's just see about getting our pinkies where they need to go, and then we'll move on to Brahms. Okay, just one time through, top to bottom. One. And play if you've got the sheet music in front of you. Play the melody or play the chords if you're not ready for the tough axe line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let that ring out for a minute. 3, 4, 4, 4. Sixes and fours. Whoops, sorry, on for 5. 10 and 11. And then finish up. Okay. Song works, lots of cool sounds. Your guitar is really going to cooperate and be your thing for you, but it's a long way from being easy. It's one of those where you're like, I don't even know if this is worth the effort. But I think it is. I do think it's a beautiful song, and it's probably one of those that's going to take a while, probably more than just till Thursday to get it together. And again, I don't see any way around dealing with measure 38 other than to just memorize it and get your index finger on that 9. It's a super cool moment, and like, what in the world? What kind of sound is that? And knowing, you're dealing with top end jazz stuff here, and that's what's going on there. Phew! So that hurts. So you got a couple days to get ready for the Thursday night thing. If you don't have the sheet music yet, just toss me an email, denverguitarorchestra.com. Just go there and my email address is on there. And just send me an email. Say, hey, I'd like to participate in the Girl from Ipanema Thursday night extravaganza. Last week, I think we had about 10 or 12 players that came in. And I think everybody walked out going, ow, that hurt my head. And which is exactly what we want as musicians, right? Okay, Brahms Lullaby. Let's move on to something that's going to be a whole lot easier on your hands. Brahms Lullaby is written by Johannes Brahms. He's legit. You're playing real classical music here. 2, you're playing the Lullaby, which every single person who owns a cell phone or has had a baby has heard this song. It's everywhere. So this is a lovely tune, and the words that were added on after Brahms are incredibly old-fashioned. This song is aching for a rewrite, and I know some of you guys over here on my chat box are super smart, so let's get you going on figuring out a modern version of this song. We play it for babies to put them to sleep. You're going to play it to put your fingers to sleep. And let's go through it from here. Let's go through it as if it were a regular level 3 song. Okay, it's hard when you're working on level 4 and then you step back to level 3 and you're like, gosh, I've come a long way since those days. Level 3, we got an A chord. Lullaby and good night with roses be. Now you're going to get E7 is this one. Die with lilies be spread. His baby's wee A chord bed lay you. Here's your D chord. That's from level 1. Down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. Lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. And we do a repeat. Let's go back to the top. We'll do the second verse. Lullaby and good night, thy mother's delight, bright angel beside, my darling abide. I will watch as you sleep. May your slumber so sweet. I will watch as you sleep. May your dreams be so sweet. Okay. I tried to jump into an arpeggio pattern there and wasn't successful. So let me run down a more successful approach. We're in 3. So you're probably going to want to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So just use 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you can use 4 fingers and come back up. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And that might actually be the prettiest. 2, 3, 1. Lullaby and good night roses be. I'm doing it too slow. Here we go. 1, 2. Lullaby and good night with roses be dyed, with lilies be spread. I'm still going too slow. With lilies be spread, with big babies we bed. Lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. So that's what I would work on. I'm obviously doing a terrible job of it, but you'll do better at it. The easier way to start that too is 1, 2, 3. Lullaby and good night with roses be dyed, with lilies be spread. His babies weeping, lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. Lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. Okay, so that's just with plucking. Then go back and try what I was trying to do before, which is 1, 2, 3. Lullaby. Let me start with an A chord. Lullaby and good night. With roses be dyed, with lilies be spread. His babies weeping, lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. Lay you down now and rest. May your slumbers be blessed. Okay, that's just one note. That's just one pluck per beat. Okay, and then if we try to do 2 plucks per beat, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's try that. Lullaby, lullaby, and good night. Lullaby and good night. Roses be dyed. Oh, that's 9 beats per measure. Let's try that. That actually works kind of cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. Lullaby and good night with roses be dyed, with lilies be spread, with babies weeping. See, I'm adding in an extra beat for every measure. I haven't got that one figured out yet. You guys work on that one. Figure out what you're doing. So there is an arpeggio pattern in there that works, but the three patterns don't seem to be cooperating very well. So I'd probably for sure be thinking about a 6 pattern and just working on it till I got it together. All right, that's singing, that's chords, that's arpeggios. I failed on arpeggios. I did write out an arpeggio for you down here on these lower strings. 1, 2, 3. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you could try those and see if they work out better for you. All right, let's play the melody. That's the ukulele, the guitar line for you guys on this level. Just one note at a time. 1, 2. And I was trying all sorts of mixtures of plucking with different things over here, seeing if I could find some sort of perfect solution. And I don't know if I came up with a perfect solution, but if I managed to hack my way through it, probably if I were to go back through, if I were playing it for an audience like a little baby, I'd probably thumb my way all the way through that. All right. Whew, we're going fast today. Let's get the down to the tough acts. This is our moment, right? Let's walk through it just real quick. Make sure there's nothing weird that's going to make us sad. Start with your A chord. This will make you a little sad. Bar on 2, pinky up on 5. Bring your pinky back. And then A7, E7 with your ring finger on the first string at the second fret. And then lose your ring finger. Add probably your pinky to get this 3. Pinky way over on 4. That's going to hurt. Middle ring finger. Open. Pinky again. And then a nice bar on 2 with that 5 up there. G chord. Pinky up. D chord. Sorry. D chord. Pinky up on 5. Lose a pinky. And then A chord. E7. Pinky on 3. Open. Hit the 2. Next page. All A chord. Hit those 2 2s. D chord with your pinky. A chord. E7 with your pinky. Did I miss a chord? What did I do here? I think I missed a chord. Go to major 14. I think I missed major 14. Hit your A chord. And then do that E7 with your pinky. Ring. Open. And partial A chord. Okay. All right, top to bottom, 2 times through. Let's see how many mistakes we can make in less than a minute. Here we go. I'll get my A chord on. 1, 2. One more time. Yeah, it's beautiful, huh, Kathy? All right. That's legit classical music, played finger style-ish. And hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Again, if you don't have the sheet music for Girl from Ipanema and you want to get it, it's $10 to come in to the Thursday night concert. Just to toss me an email. We'll figure out how to get that payment arranged. And then you've got a song that should really give you a workout for the week. And then I will see lots of you guys tomorrow. We're going to be doing, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we are going to do Clementine. So there's this poor story. This is a Clementine. The good news about Clementine is if you're looking for an opportunity to be a creep, Clementine gives you a blueprint of the perfect way to do it. So I hope to see all of you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys, Elizabeth and Kathy, for setting in on the chat music or chat box, or the rest of you sneaking in up here. Hello, glad you made it through the class, and thanks for being here. I will see all of you tomorrow at this time, and hope you have a wonderful day. Stay inside. The bug's still out there. I'll talk to you guys soon.